Yo, what's up guys? It's Good Life Photography here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly I edit my photos and how you should be editing your photos as a photographer. So let's get started, but first let's make coffee. So there's two basic programs I use for editing photos. I'm going to be doing guides for pretty much anything on them. But first, this is going to be the beginner's guide to Adobe Lightroom. So let's get started. I'll see you in the computer. Okay, so we're here in the computer now, and I'm going to be showing you guys Lightroom, so let's get into it. So when you open Lightroom, you're going to get in here, but you're not going to have all these pictures, so you just want to go to Import. Wait for it to load, and then we want to go into E because that's where my pictures are. You just go wherever your pictures are, so you can click your camera. Like I have Canon EOS Rebel SL2 here. So here I want to find a folder with a picture I want to edit. So most of these are already edited, so I'm just going to go into long exposure. And it's just going to load them, and doesn't want to bring them in. I guess they're already imported, so I have to show you guys another one. Let's do street, and then you can check all or uncheck all. I'm going to uncheck all, and then pick one of these. So this is what I'm going to use. And you press import, and we'll just go down here. So now we're going to go to the develop tab, and let's get started. So the first two dials you hear, these are your main dials here, okay? So the first one is temperature, so you can change the temperature of it. So I'm going to make this a little bit warm, and perfect. Okay, so now we have exposure, so you can make the picture darker or brighter, but the brighter it does, the worse it looks. So this is why you want to get your exposure right in camera. Excuse me. So I go for like a gloomy vibe, so I'm just gonna go here, drop it down a little bit. Contrast gives more contrast, so in the bricks it actually looks good to add some contrast. I'm actually gonna add 100. Then highlights, this is basically the sun, so it's gonna make everything that's like white, such as clouds, really bright. So I'm gonna drop the contrast all the way down so that you can see some clouds. This would be actually a very good picture for sky replace, and I will show you guys that in another video. Works very well. You have to use Photoshop for it. So shadows, you can make everything darker. I'm gonna bump shadows about 10%. The subject is these pigeons here, so I want to make them pop. So the whites, basically just the whites in the picture are more bright. So if I drop those, it would actually make the clouds better. It looks like really gloomy, and then this shows how bright black is. So I'm going to drop black a little bit as well. And clarity. This also makes bricks look absolutely cool, but if you do a lot, it actually adds noise to the image, so I don't want that. So I'm going to only go up about 50%. And then dehaze. Whoa. It actually looks cool. So this actually adds a haze, or you can delete the haze from the picture. So I'm going to give it about right there. I like it. And this was shot on a D3000, so a very old camera, but it still does good images. So then here we go, we're going to go, this is vibrance, so it's how vibrant the picture's colors are. And I'm going to a little bit of vibrancy. And then saturation, so that's how saturated it is. So if you could bring it all the way down, it basically makes it black and white, and then it can go super saturated. But I'm going to keep it around -7, a little bit less saturation. Okay, and there's also another very important tool that can do wonders in a picture. So this basically, you can paint settings on a certain area. So I want to make these birds pop a little bit. I can do light above them, and then I can control that with this. So I can make the exposure really high, but I'm going to go right around there. Oh no, I clicked off the image. Okay. So that actually looks really cool, and you can also go back to that setting. You can adjust every setting just for that area, and it looks pretty cool. So you can do highlights and everything. I don't know why it's buggy, but it's not letting me change those settings. Exposure. Okay, so once you're done with that, you just press done, and then it'll save it in Lightroom. If you want to export it to like another device, a hard drive, or anything really, you just go export, and then you decide what folder you want it to be. So I'm putting in my pictures folder. This is where I put all my usable photos for social media and things like that, and you just press export. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you want to see more, and as always, like and subscribe for more. Peace.